How are you?
I'm okay. Been working all nonstop all day long, but good.
Yeah, me too. It's cray.
This is the break.
Okay, yeah, I know. This is, isn't it? It's a total break.
This is the fun part.
This is the fun part. I've been sewing all day. I have to make 50 masks. I have so many on my desk. So that's mostly what I've been doing. And then webinars on how to get money. Ha 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 ha.
It's crazy. I'm producing like 2 different shows right now virtually instead of the regular methods. So it's wild to be in production, and it's just like sweatpants all the time. But the upper part is, business, party in the front. No, what is it?
Well, I saw something online that said there's a big surge in buying shirts, but no bottoms.
It's all about the tops.
Yeah, so Stephanie Miller made a joke. She goes, well, I hope everyone remembers to wear their pants when they have to go back to work.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. I'm going to make a vegetarian dinner, but I'm not going to have it vegetarian. It can be made vegetarian, but right before I was starting this, was going through my freezer, and I found duck bacon.
Ooh.
So I'm adding that on my end, but you guys can either do that or not do that. Regular bacon would work too, but I have this beautiful duck bacon, which I cooked, and it's gorgeous.
I didn't even know there was such a thing as duck bacon.
Oh, I'll get it out and show it to you. It's so awesome. I got it, of course I did, at Costco.
Wow.
Yes. And it's all natural, no hormones.
So really it's like nice. The belly of a duck?
It says it's made from the breast, actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
but and it's very fatty. It's very fatty, obviously.
No, look at it. It's not fatty.
Oh, it's not fatty. But does it taste? What does it taste like? What does it taste like?
Duck breast-ish, but it's smoked. So it's uncured but smoked.
So you're gonna put it in with the Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, see, that's it cooked.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen that. I mean, for me, honestly, when I think Brussels sprouts, I clearly think some kind of pork product, and also with a caramelization and a balsamic and like the Thanksgiving-y type deal.
Yeah, this is kind of not. I sometimes roast them in the oven, but this is going to be with the leaves, so they're more of a brighter green.
Nice.
And I'm going to brown some butter right now because I should get that going.
Just brown butter makes me happy.
I know, right? So I'm going to do it in a little pan, little cast iron pan. I've got, here, let me go. About a half a stick of butter because I'm only doing it for 2 people.
Yum. That's really just a pound of butter. I'm only doing it for 2 people.
So I'm going to let that slowly melt, and then it takes about 5 minutes once it's sort of going, but you have to watch it so it doesn't burn. That's the trick of brown butter. You don't want it to burn butter.
Right. Burnt butter Brussels sprouts aren't very tasty.
Burnt butter at any point, I don't think it's very tasty. I think this dish works really well when you have whole wheat pasta. But because this is Corona Kitchen and I don't have any whole wheat pasta right now, there's walnut.
Oh,
that's walnut. We're having walnuts in the pasta.
Oh no, walnut! Don't get confused. Don't Oh my God, you're a beautiful animal.
Yeah, he's such a sweetie pie. So I'm gonna get the butter going, which is what I'm doing now, and I'm going to take these little lovely bacons out of here. I will chop them up later. Oh, they're so beautiful. They smell
such a surprise. Like I always get surprised when I watch you because there are things I've never heard of. Like I just didn't know there was duck bacon.
Oh, and it's so good. It really tastes smoky, just like bacon, but it's very meaty.
Wow.
So in that way, it's different than, sometimes regular bacon can be a little fatty. This really didn't leave much fat in the pan.
Huh.
At all.
Okay.
But it definitely left a flavor, and so I will use it. I'm going to cook half an onion in there.
Red onion?
I'm going to use a red onion because that's what I have.
That's what you have.
And this is called Corona Kitchen for a reason. I'm going to chop it pretty, not super tiny, but small.
Cooking for shut-ins. I look like I'm shut in right now, which I am.
I know. I feel like I was today. I didn't really go outside all that much, although I know when I did go out, it was really nice. And I do need to go to the grocery store. We're getting to that point. But
I put in your grocery time yesterday. I'm still exhausted from that.
I know. My friend Laura called me today. You know Laura Gardner.
Hi, Laura.
Yeah, she called today and she's like, how do I wash my scallions? And I'm like, soap and water. Everything has to be clean.
I know, it's pretty wild, like scrubbing everything with soap. I mean, I admit, I used to just do water and then pat it dry and think, okay, this is free of germs.
I know. Not anymore. Now it's life or death. You have to wash your vegetables. So I think if you were going to make this as a vegetarian dish, you could add more nuts if you wanted to. I'm going to use about a cup
of walnut. Someone on the feed in the group is using pecans making this because she doesn't like walnuts.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna do it with pecans.
Hey, it's Corona Kitchen. Do what you want.
Well, you could do it with other nuts. You could do it with pine nuts.
Yes, you could. You absolutely could. I am putting those in the oven at 350 for about 7 minutes, and I'm going to set the timer because they can burn pretty fast, so I don't ever want to forget that they're in there.
So kitchen nightmares number 376.
Yes.
Burning nuts.
Burning nuts.
Always buy more. So in case you burn it 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, just in case. I'm adding a little butter to the pan that I had cooked the bacon in, but I am definitely using the bacon fat in there.
So that's part of your brown butter.
No, that's separate.
Oh,
brown butter separate. I'm gonna do the garlic and onions and Brussels sprouts in that pan.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. I don't know. Can you see it?
I mean, I see, like I understand. I don't actually see it. Where's the food cam?
Here comes.
Food cam.
Oh my God. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I really see what you're saying.
Yeah, but you can see the brown from the bacon in there. That's all that yummy brown bacon.
That's mouth-watering right there. Wow.
Oh. I know. Who doesn't want to see caramelized onions and bacon fat? Bacon duck fat.
Yum.
So I'm going to let those get soft in there. And here goes my butter. It's melted, so now I'm going to have to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, watch that butter. That looks like a high flame. It's making me nervous.
Under the butter? That's my low burner.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, you have one of those really pro stoves. I don't.
Yeah. That's my low burner. Yeah, okay. It's going. So, yeah, and this is going. And then I'm going to clean my leaves off of here. So what I want to do is take a good chunk off the end. You know how when you do that, they start, all the little leaves start coming off. So that's what I want. I want all the leaves.
Oh.
That's how I'm going to do it.
Oh, wow. This is all new territory for me. I'm excited.
Yay.
I just make them the old baby cabbage way.
They're babies. They're so cute.
I know they're so cute. Okay, now let's just talk about this. Brussels sprouts get a bad rap.
Yeah, they do. They're delicious.
They are so good. But when I was growing up, I hated them.
Did you really?
Because they were always overcooked and boiled and not done well. And when they're like the easiest thing to do well if you only know how to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. They're really easy. So these are, I think I want to deglaze that pan. Can you get me some white wine?
We have one over.
Yeah.
First assistant. First,
Can you get me some white wine, please?
PA number 1. He's your number 1 PA.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, PA. There. Thank you.
That looks like it smells really good.
Yeah, gorgeous. Gorgeous. So, you know me with my vegetable ends, all the middles of these cabbages, the little baby cabbages that I'm not using, are going to go in my vegetable thing in the freezer.
Your frozen vegetable collection.
That's correct. And we will be using those for soup stock.
Guess what I'm making right now?
What?
Well,
chicken.
I took what was left of the roast chicken, which was a carry-on picked over carcass, and vultures got at it, and so I'm just making
wings.
Yeah, they ate everything. I'm making the soup now. It's cooking. It's been cooking for like 2 hours.
Oh, yay. Now, my friend Denise Patesh years ago taught me something about making chicken stock, and that is to add turmeric to the stock.
Really? And why?
First of all, it makes it healthier for sure, but also it makes it this beautiful golden color.
So is that why chicken stock from the store is always golden, because they put turmeric in it?
I would guess so. That's what I would say.
I did not know that. I can put some in.
Okay, so my butter is starting to get brown, and this is the point where you need to watch it.
How can you tell what color it is in a cast iron?
Because I saw it turn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I've always done it in a cast iron. I've done it for years in there, so I kind of can see it.
You just know. Okay.
Yeah. And it's just getting brown. Oh, it's so pretty. So when the butter does that, it also gets nutty. So all of those nutty flavors are getting reinforced.
Yeah, don't underestimate brown butter. It's so good.
It's so good. And I'm going to turn it off now because the pan will stay hot. And
so you're using all the leaves.
Yep, all the leaves
and not the body, and not the body of the cabbage.
Well, I'm going to cut a couple of them. Some of the little hearts.
Yeah.
When they're small, I'm going to cut them a little bit.
Wow.
And they'll be so pretty. So the pasta water's just about ready.
Debrianna, where did you get this recipe?
Where did I get this recipe? I don't remember the first place I saw it, but I basically went off an old Martha Stewart one. I don't remember the first time I saw it. It might have been her magazine years ago.
So it was a Martha recipe.
So Martha, we love Martha.
Let's talk about Martha for a second.
Okay.
I worship Martha Stewart.
I love Martha Stewart.
I don't get the haters. I just don't understand.
Me neither. I forgot about the walnuts.
She changed the American kitchen. She changed the American kitchen. Don't you think?
Yes, I do. And I'm going to tell you, if you're a babka maker, by far she has the best chocolate babka recipe I have ever had, ever.
You could say that about a lot of her stuff. I mean, I go there religiously to the website. I had the magazine for years too. Oh, there she goes. Check her.
It's measured.
Like,
I know. I do it every time just to make myself feel satisfied. I rarely get it wrong.
whatever it takes. Yeah, I know. So that's why it's so funny that you would still check to this day.
It's so weird. It's just my weirdness. There's something about being right. It lets me feel I'm right.
So what you're saying is the pasta checker makes you feel validated.
I know it's so little in life, isn't it?
Sometimes you just need it, however you can get it.
I know. Oh my God. I love Martha Stewart. I love a lot of her recipes, although I have to say she's a little bit more of a complex cook than I think some things are more complicated than they need to be.
Yeah.
With her stuff, but I still love her.
Well, I think my rule of thumb is I almost always just, if I'm looking for something and I don't have the recipe for it, I look and see what she does first. And then it's kind of like, okay, that's too insane. I'm going to go a little easier. Or, wow, that's the way to do it. And I always look at the responses now, the feedback and the reviews. I never used to do that. And my kids just get on me. They're like, what's the matter with you? Didn't you read the reviews? And I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I should.
Well, she's, I think I use a book of hers called Made from Scratch, which is where I get my vanilla recipe from, when I make vanilla.
I only really have one cookbook of hers, and it was her entertaining one from years ago. And she's in like a plaid outfit going, but yeah.
Okay,
no, she's awesome.
So we have to talk about the magazine, the spoof magazine. Did you ever see her spoof magazine?
I have, and it's the best. I love many laughs. Well, that's what I like about her. I mean, have you ever seen her show with Snoop Dogg? I mean, she has a really good sense of humor. It's very dry.
Yep.
People think that she's just like so whatever, but she's not. She's lovable and
funny.
She's funny and she makes fun of herself, and what I love most about her is she's all about excellence, whether it's gardening or quality of the food or quality of the things you're cooking with, or she wants the top, you know?
Yep, I agree.
And that's that.
And I think that's partly why I really, she's my go-to person. All right, my dear. So this is it. I'm gonna turn the heat back on underneath my. I turned it off when the onions were caramelized.
Whoa!
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
She's drooling. Yes.
I'm so hungry right now. Oh my God.
Very nice. And this pan holds the heat, which I love.
I think we're going to have tuna melts with the amazing bread David made me. Thank you.
Yay.
And then we'll have soup on the side. We'll have soup on the side. That'll be dinner tonight.
He's a big tuna melt guy.
I love tuna melt.
I hate hot tuna fish. I think it's the only thing I don't like is hot tuna fish. Oh. Okay, I'm putting my beautiful leaves in.
Okay, this is such a great idea. My mind is being expanded by the Brussels sprouts method that you're using. I would have never thought to do it this way. It's great.
Good. I'm glad. That's fabulous. I'm going to use my polka dot spoon. Can you see my polka dots?
There's so many pretty things.
Thank you. I love these spoons. My Jonathan spoons. So the nice thing about doing it this way is that the leaves when they're done, they're bright green.
Wow.
Okay, now I'm going to quickly add in a little bit of chopped sage that I got out of my yard.
That must be so tender with just the leaves.
Yeah, yeah, it really is beautiful.
Yum.
I have a little bit of time. I'm gonna just.
Turns out you have a lot of time.
I got waste. I know. Someone said, "Can I call you tomorrow at 1 o'clock?" I said, "Yeah." Where am I going? I'm just home. That's how it goes. And I'm home sewing and sewing and sewing. But I'm happy to be supplying people with things they need. That's for sure. I feel like Rosie the Riveter.
I'm so glad you're doing it.
Oh, I wish you could see the color of these leaves. They're turning bright green now because they're
I'm leaning over like I could lean over your pot, but I really can't.
But you really can't. And then I'm going to add.
David got me used to the food cam, and now I think it can happen when I want it to go, but I can't. Because I'm stuck in the corner of the bedroom in sequester.
So you can see how they're getting bright green.
That looks good.
Aren't they pretty?
Oh my God. Wow.
And I'm going to be able to deglaze this pan with a little of that pasta water.
Pasta water.
Pasta water because it's brilliant.
King of Kings pasta water.
Yes, it is. And that's just about there. 2 minutes and the pasta's done. In the meantime, I am going to give a rough chop to my nuts and my bacon. That sounded funny.
I'm sorry, but that was really funny.
This is my bacon.
You were so matter of fact.
I'm just going to rough chop my nuts. My husband's standing far away from me now.
That's one of our new taglines, Debrianna.
Oh, Lord.
Do you find yourself getting really slap happy? I went crazy a little today earlier.
Well, I think today I was having a very sad day. So
why?
I don't know. Everything was making me cry.
Oh.
I know. So this is actually helping a lot because this is my happy place.
Well, my kids roasted me again. I had to do a business call to Rome and with these producers. And so when I got up, I was speaking in an Italian American accent and they were like, shut it down. Stop. Stop. Like, but I want to make you the soup. I want to make you soup. And I was trying to like do the real Italian accent and they're just like, please
Stop it, Mom. Stop it, Mom.
Please stop. But I got so slap happy. I was just like, ugh. Cabin fever. Cabin fever.
I know, right? It is cabin fever. Oh,
look at that.
I don't know. Just one of those sad days. That's all I could say. I just felt sad for all these people and I don't know. Trying to make, listening to all the people on the calls, trying to find some money, and that's hard too. And okay, so there's the pasta, and now I'm going to add
so good.
Are the butter.
Look at that! Wow.
Oh my God, it smells so good.
That just looks heavenly.
It is. It is. And I'm telling you, it is just as good if you don't have the bacon. It's just
you don't need the bacon. And if you don't have duck bacon, you could use regular bacon.
Regular old bacon, yeah. Regular old bacon.
Regular old pig bacon.
And then I'm going to add a couple handfuls of cheese, because why not? And there you go. It's ready.
Oh, my God.
Now you can come and see us.
You guys eat really good.
There.
Look at that.
Ready?
That is stunning. Bravo.
Okay. Yay.
Dinner's
ready. Now, of course, if you're like me and you will be adding some red pepper.
Oh yeah. A little kick.
Yeah, a little kick. But that's it. My dinner's ready.
Bravo.
Start to finish. That wasn't bad. What, a half an hour? Yeah.
You look like, right now, you're like, the way you're standing, you look like sexy Corona Kitchen.
I'm wearing my Meatball Chronicles apron today. I think that's partly what was making me sad, thinking about, you know, I don't think I can go to London. I don't see how that's going to happen. You know, and some of it is, you know, who knows what's going to be happening with the virus by then. But also, you know, when you think about like finances, I'm like, okay, so I have to buy tickets to London. I have to stay somewhere. When would I do that? You know, like the month before, because who knows what we're doing. And when am I going to have work between now and then?
And what if you have to cancel? Lose the money. Yeah, that's really scary.
Yeah, it is. So I was feeling a little overwhelmed about that today, but hopefully they'll understand. And I'm sure I'm not the only artist in this boat. Like going, I don't know where my next dollar is going to come from as an artist. So,
hello.
I know. Like
and I'm an artist, and I don't know where my next dollar is coming from.
I know. So 3 days they said it's supposed to go into your account, but then I found out today that there's new rules, and the new rules come out on April 11th, even though we all applied for it days ago.
Wow.
And we have to wait until the new rules come out. So it'll be days after that before the money starts happening, maybe.
Okay, I've got some good news.
Yeah, did you get your $10,000?
No.
Okay.
Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who created Fleabag, who I love, and I absolutely was my top series for sure. The one-woman show that she did in London, she's airing it on Friday the 10th, this Friday, for $5 on Amazon, and you can see the show. And it will make you feel like you're in the theater again, even though I know I don't want to bum you out about your own show.
No, I'll just cry through the whole thing. No, I will.
Probably send you in a spiral.
I'll be sent down a hole I can't get out of. Yeah, okay, that's fun. I mean, you know, not like we're never going to do it again. It'll come back someday.
Of course. And you know what, Debrianna? Perhaps, did you take a really great video of your show? Do you have like an amazing cut of the show?
No, I have an okay cut of the show, and it's real early.
Here's something to think about.
Okay.
I have an amazing cinematographer, well, one of many. This guy is agreed to do our show in a few weeks. He's terrific. He's sitting at home by himself. Well, no, with his beautiful wife, but I mean, he's not doing anything right now. What if we hired him to shoot an incredible, like, cinematic quality video? Because you wouldn't want to have people in the theater while you were shooting it anyway. And he could be far enough away, social distancing. You could completely shoot this incredible version of it, and we can work on getting it out there virtually.
That sounds like a good plan. I mean, why not? Somebody did ask me today, someone who saw the show in Maine said she wants to show it to her mom since they're home by themselves now and watching TV. She's like, do you have a copy of your show?
I'm curious. We can make the film cinematic version of the theatrical piece that you can sell and get out there to people, the globe.
Okay. Look what happened in Corona Kitchen today.
We're about solutions. We're about solutions.
We're about hope.
Artists helping other artists.
Here's my hand. High five me. Okay, sister. I'll talk to you about that off camera. Meantime, I'm going to eat my lovely dinner.
Meanwhile, enjoy that scrumptiousness.
Yeah, and you too, your chicken soup. I love it.
And tuna milk.
Well, not that part. Okay, everybody. Thanks for hanging in with us. Enjoy whatever version of this you might make. I saw lots of people making that lemon chicken. I'm so happy.
Oh my God, there's so many great things. I'm so overwhelmed whenever I go to the group now. I can't believe it.
It's so awesome.
All the great stuff people are making. Keep on going. Keep on making great
Keep
stuff.
on. Yes, keep on. Here, me and my spoon. Keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on. I'm drinking the aloe vera pineapple.
Awesome. Manja.
Bye.
Bye.